Hello, and welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Let's Chill with EarthBound, where our only goal is to unwind, relax, maybe go to sleep, and just be for a while. Last time, we made a trek through the deep darkness, met some interesting folks in the beginning, and made use of the Hawkeye to really light things up, and discovered a crashed helicopter whose engine had been removed, which may be worth noting. And Pooh rejoined us in dramatic flair, and we finally at length made it to the village of the Shy Tenda tribe, and upon leaving the village received an alarming phone call from Apple Kid, indicating that there has been some trouble that's gone down in Dr. Andonut's lab, so that is where we're on our way to now. So I hope you will settle in, make yourself comfortable as you can. We will get started. We don't really have too much of a need to go into the shop, but I have some inventory management to do, so we will probably cut all that out. And just a bit of inventory management there. Cleared up some space, and we will continue to make our way south. You will quickly notice that the enemy types have changed here in Winters. As we confront the whirling robo. The enemies have in fact become quite a bit stronger. But obviously any single enemy shouldn't pose too large of a threat to the group at this point. Stop by this tent and see if things have changed. This person says, outside there are many monsters I've never seen before. I wonder what's happening. And it looks like they're still offering some tea. I'll take them up on it. Hard to turn down an opportunity for some good tea. And just continuing on, just like before, we won't stop by all of the tents for the Tessie Watch Club. However, this person says Sebastian Chum was kidnapped. So it sounds like one of the members of the Watch Club has gone missing as well. Well, let's talk to Bubble Monkey here. Says he has some chewing gum. As he calls up our old friend Tessie one last time. as they ride off to somewhere. I'm not sure, to be honest. That should be the last time we see Tessie, though, so hope you enjoyed that little trip. Now, if we had happened to bring the pencil eraser with us, we could knock down that statue, but I didn't bring it. I see no real need to. So we'll just quickly walk through the brick road here, and I'll just meet you on the other side. And we're out of there. It's pretty easy without any enemies in there. And we will also make our way through the Rainy Circle Cave. And this episode may run long, so I will meet you on the outside of this cave as well. We have once again reached Stonehenge. And I thought we might be able to evade that bear, but not quite. We haven't seen him anyway. This is the Mighty Bear 7. I'm not sure what the 7 affix implies, but they are not much of a threat currently. As we head on down to Dr. Endod's lab. See our old mouse friend here. Says, I've been waiting for you. My master Apple Kid completed this eraser machine. While he was calling you, he was kidnapped. He felt like this. Many exclamation points. I was there, but I was helpless. Anyway, take this machine. So we get the eraser. Take a short stop at the instant revitalizing device. Let's see if our caveman friend has anything worth grabbing. Not so much. We will move on. Now that we finally have the eraser. Some of you might remember when we came back here with Jeff so long ago, there was an odd eraser statue that blocked our way. And we can now remove it. As the eraser statue disappears. Welcome to the Stonehenge base. A place many EarthBound players will remember, I'm sure. As we encounter the Mook Sr. This Stonehenge base has many strong enemies. So it can be a bit of an endurance test. We'll be okay. We are ready. It's just a very visually distinctive place, as you can see. It's hard to forget some of these screens. And the path forks here, but I like to go this way. And we can see down there, looks to be a Starman. Indeed. See a starman. And that's kind of what we don't want to see. But thanks to the rolling hit point meter, we are perfectly safe. Opening this present, we find a spicy jerky. Which heals for more than the regular beef jerky and is in fact spicy. We've been getting pretty lucky with the number of enemy encounters, which is nice. So we encounter a new enemy, the atomic power robot. An enemy that can be not so fun to deal with. You will see. Oh boy. Yes, those Mook seniors are quite the powerhouse. They have pretty strong psychic abilities, and as you can see, the ability to diamondize someone. And no matter, we will work our way through the situation. And yes, the atomic power robots do also explode when they're defeated, as they leave a psi caramel behind for us. I don't think we've had the chance to see the diamondized character sprite, but we won't leave them like that for long. And Paula can have the spicy jerky. A good heal. Then we got a little unlucky with another diamond eyes there on Paula. No worries. As we continue on, as we just sneak by that encounter there. Now things are starting to get serious. So, due to the unique movement patterns of the Starmen, it is possible to get many sneak attacks on them. Which is something that we will try to take advantage of to a large extent. If I remember correctly, I believe there was an item down this way, and it's yet another cup of life noodles, which we probably shouldn't need, but you never know. we continue on deeper into the base. A scenery change. Things are looking more technical now. And a new enemy type as well. Here we see Starman Supers. And those of you who are familiar with the game will almost certainly remember Starman Supers. As they are a noteworthy enemy. They have a 1 in 128 chance to drop the Sword of Kings for Pooh, which is the only weapon in the game that he can equip. So it's nice to get. And you can spend a long time looking for it. In the past, I think I've spent maybe up to 2 hours looking to get the Sword of Kings to drop, as we find a broken harmonica inside this present. So it can take that long, or you can just get really lucky and get one without having to search at all. Now, I don't intend to spend a ton of time down here looking for that sword. But one of the nice things about fighting so many battles to look for it, especially if you do it for a couple of hours, is you start to quickly strengthen the party. And as you do so, you start to automatically win fights. And things can snowball pretty quickly, and the search becomes far easier as you automatically defeat Starmen, which is a great place to get to. But we don't need to be that strong. So I may try to find it for a little bit, and obviously we will cut out most of that. And as I said, it is possible to defeat the gray starmen first. You can tell that that's what it is based on the number of experience points you get. And you can kind of lure them around and just try to make things easier on yourself. So it's an interesting place down here. open the present and find another psi caramel. And depending on how long you spend down here, those psi caramels can end up being very handy. So I'll tell you what, I'll probably spend maybe 5 to 10 minutes looking for this sword. And if we don't get it, we don't get it. So it's a little unfortunate, but like I said, we don't really need a sword. It's cool to get. It feels like an achievement to get. We did get a number of levels. The party is stronger. As we come across the exit mouse family again, and into yet another new room, which is much harder to see in. As we find a new enemy type, the military octobot. And as always, single enemy units just really tend to go down pretty quickly. Finding another present, we get a broken trumpet, which we will hand to Jeff. As we make our way around the room, opening another present, we find a speed capsule, which we will use on Jeff. And finally, another present, we find a Pixie's bracelet, which has some additional features, if I recall. Increases your defense, keeps from being hypnotized, and increases luck. So, it's kind of handy. I think we'll let Jeff have that one. He is kind of next in line here for needing defense after Paula. But she'll be okay. Oh. Well, looks like we've found missing people. Tony's in here. Can't see anything. He calls out for Jeff. Found Mr. Saturn. Says he can breathe. But here's Apple Kid. Says next room. Dr. and Donuts is up there as well. Well, what's going on here? Well, here's an authoritative looking Starman. Says you're much stronger than our intelligence indicated. We were not prepared for that eventuality. The prophecy from the Apple of Enlightenment may be true, but you must not underestimate us. As we get into a boss fight with Starman Deluxe. Now, again, I usually I'll just about one-shot him with the multi-ball rocket, but we'll see what he does with a turn. He calls for help. Ness takes a strong swing. So I'll tell you what, we'll just go ahead and use that old multi-ball rocket. See what happens. As Jeff hits for about 1600 and ends the fight very easily. You get a boatload of experience points. As Paula realizes Shield Omega, which will put a psychic power shield over the entire party. Can be very handy. And with that, the defeat of the Starman Deluxe, Stonehenge base ceased functioning. I'm holding on this music track a little bit longer because it's the only time in the game you'll hear it. It's kind of weird and creepy. I don't know. Well, having done that, talk to Mr. Saturn. It says he's happy to be rescued and hands us a ribbon. Paula gets the Saturn ribbon. Can only be used by Paula. Gives her more luck, and it's the same one that Mr. Saturn wears on his head. She will have that ribbon, and we will give the souvenir coin to Jeff. A large increase in his defense. Finally, talk to a doctor and donuts. Says since our imprisonment is now over, I want to start on the phase distorter as soon as possible. Almost forgot to thank you. Thank you. Don't worry about us. You've got important things to do. He's correct. As we speak to Apple Kid, he says, I expected there to be about a 7% chance that you would rescue me. I just thought it was a good opportunity to meet Mr. Saturn. I also got to meet Dr. and Donuts. What? Looking for the book Overcoming Shyness? I returned it to the Onet library. Please use the book to help the Shy Tended tribe. Which is precisely what we'll do. Before leaving, we will talk to Tony. Says Jeff, buddy. Oh me, oh my. Came to rescue me. Oh, Ness. I'm Tony. I'm Jeff's best friend. Known him for the longest time. And that's all from Tony. I'll talk to this person on the way out. He says, this is the happiest moment of my life. No matter what happens, I will live 10,000 years. It's a lot of years. Yes, we will start to make our way out of the Stonehenge base. And you can see all of the enemies are now gone. which means that the Starman Supers are also gone. And I don't believe you see them again for the rest of the game. This is the only place you can encounter them. So it's your only chance to get the sword for Pooh. But like I said, we don't really need it. It's just nice to get. But if any of you play the game and are feeling up to tackling that achievement, I wish you luck. And believe it or not, this is the one time that I really like to use the exit mouse in the game. See, it takes you all, you have to use it there. If you try to use it before then, you don't get taken all the way out of the base. So we need to make a trip all the way back to Onett. And head to the library that I skipped. What have we here? See this butterfly and we will. It's been a while since we've had one. So let's take a short rest here. Yeah. I know I could use a bit of relaxation after the Stonehenge base. And we will make our way back up to the nice little library that we didn't go into in the beginning of the game. In search of the book, Overcoming Shyness. If you talk to people here, you can see that the library is kind of intended as the game's tutorial area. They teach you about all of the mechanics of the game. And I kind of just happen to know where the book is. You can check all of the bookshelves. As we get the Shyness book. And there is obviously only one place to go with that. We will head back to the Tenda village. And as we start to near the end of this episode, we will speak to the Tenda leader, hand him the Shyness book. He says, "Book can fix shyness. Thanks. Relax. I'll read to everyone." Just holding this book in my hands makes me feel like I'm overcoming my shyness already. The leader of the Tenda tribe reads the book to everyone. Says, "I'd like to give you some Tenda kraut in return. It's a type of dish that all Tenda like. It stinks, but it tastes wonderful." As we exchange items, And of course, this seems like a good chance for a photo opportunity. Fuzzy pickles indeed. Says, hey, I have a happy little question for you. Way of Chill. You sure this is the correct player's name? Yes, the name hasn't changed. We are very certain. And now, as we approach the end of the episode, how about some tea? Like a great tapestry, vertical and horizontal threads have met, become intertwined, creating a huge, beautiful image. You may have cursed this never-ending journey. You have known injury and defeat, but you have struggled on to reach this place. Your inborn intelligence and courage have helped bring you here. You have believed in your friends, and as a group, you have supported each other. Have you ever stopped to consider how much your power has grown? Now you could fell enemies in Odette and Tucson with one blow. As you certainly know, you cannot turn back. Gigas, the archfiend of the universe, is growing frightened of you and your power. He is searching for ways to end your journey. From here, the challenge grows, and your adventure will take you beyond anything you ever imagined. You are drawing near to Gigas. Remember, when you are suffering hardships, your enemy is also struggling. By the way, do you know where Pokey went? When this cup of tea is finished, your adventure will continue. Your destiny pulls you in the right direction. Believe in yourself and press forward. Ness, Paula, Jeff, Pooh. I wish you luck. So yeah, I thought that would be a good place to end the episode, which is precisely what we'll do. It's run a bit long. So, thank you as always for coming along on the adventure. I hope you're a bit more relaxed now than when we first started, a bit more chill. I will see you again every Monday and Thursday with another opportunity to relax, maybe go to sleep. And if you are already asleep, I hope you rest well. Remember to breathe all the way up from your heels. I'll see you next time. Take care.